What are some of the ways that like you guys have made it a little cheaper or more affordable for those who can't afford it?
Hundreds of dollars before the gift even comes into play.
Found that 68% of Americans plan to make a handmade gift.
I wish White Elephant was more popular because it's so fun.
I don't really have any gifts.
It's like nowhere. I never really understood that before, but it definitely is something that comes with age.
Pretty soon we're going to be putting something a little stronger than coffee in these mugs, depending on how many takes.
Some eggnog.
All right, holiday episode.
Yeah, back at it.
I need some rocking around the Christmas tree or something going on right now.
Yeah, for real.
We've got to. Pretty soon we're going to be putting something a little stronger than coffee in these mugs, depending on how many takes.
Some eggnog.
Yeah.
Depending on how many takes we have to do. But it's fun. I mean, it's the week before Christmas, kind of wrapping up the year. We've got a little more time than usual when we're filming this. So
yeah,
I guess this would be the time to kind of have these hiccups and do this. But fun to get all of us together again on camera. Talk about the holiday season. I think this is really fun. Talk about some finance stuff. But really, as we're going into the final stretch, I know, Troy, you kind of wait till the last minute every year to do some holiday shopping, and you're going to do some traveling. So why don't you tell us about kind of what you've done or where you're at?
I don't really have any gifts.
It's like nowhere.
But I do have some ideas. I'm not gonna buy for like a lot of people. Just living down here gets expensive to travel up, and then also just get gifts for people as well. So my parents know that like I don't get really gifts. My gift is to come up there, spend time with them, have experiences, and when they come down here, I'll also spend a decent amount of money to do stuff with them.
Yeah. My family doesn't typically do like a lot of gifts every year. Normally we'll do like trips that we'll just get to all spend time together as kind of like the present, I guess. But I still like to shop. I'm just like, I like to spend money. So I like to go out and like, if I'm shopping like TJ Maxx or the mall or whatever, I like, if I see something that reminds me of somebody, I always just pick it up because I'm like, well, they might like it. Yeah. Like, you never know.
That's how I am. I really, throughout the year, just kind of look for stuff that I'm like, oh, this is something that they would like, and then I'll hang on to it. And then it's like at the end of the year, around this time, I'm like, oh, I need to get stuff for this person. So for my daughter, again, it's like the kind of quantity game. Like she just likes to open the stuff and whatever's inside. I mean, I could individually wrap a bunch of markers, and the fact that she gets to open up like each marker she's excited about. So that's fun. I mean, really for her, it's the excitement of opening the gifts and doing all the traditions, going to see the Christmas lights, and really the excitement now that she's getting to an age where she's really understanding like how Christmas works and things like that. It's fun.
Yeah, it was the same for me at that age. Like I just love to open gifts, and me and my brother would always fly through like all of our presents under the tree. It would take us like maybe 10, 15 minutes to open like a lot of them. So it was almost like a race.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to have like 2 Christmases, so I would start, I think it was usually at my dad's. I would start, you would have like a set list or things, and we would try to open up similar presents because I have a twin brother. And then at my mom's, we would take our time, get there, settle down. We'd have to wait to open our presents, and it's like already 2:00 or something. But Christmas was always an enjoyable time to like wake up and just get to open presents or give presents. Even like as I got older, giving presents has always been something that I enjoy.
I was never really like a gift giver before, but now that I have like the funds to kind of give people things that I think they might enjoy, like it's so much better to see them be happy with something that I'm giving rather than like getting. I never really understood that before, but it definitely is something that comes with age, I think, maturity.
Yeah.
So I want to get into kind of ways, if you do have a pressure of holiday spending and you have a lot of people to buy for, or a big group party that you're going to,
Hmm.
what are some of the ways that like you guys have made it a little cheaper or more affordable for those who can't afford it?
Yeah, I think it's tough. I mean, there, like you said, there's a lot of pressure of whether it's getting together with friends for a dinner and then a gift exchange or whatever it is. I mean, you start to just add up all of these extra events of grabbing drinks or going to dinner and
Hmm.
doing the stuff, and it's hundreds of dollars before the gift even comes into play. So for for my friends, I mean, we don't do a ton of stuff like that. Like we'll go and grab food and drinks and things like that. We don't really do a gift exchange. When we have done things in the past, we've done like a Secret Santa or like a swap, like a game type thing
Yeah.
where it's been some type of nominal gift where it's more fun around like the exchange or the game being played
Hmm.
rather than the actual gift itself.
Yeah.
I think the meaningful gifts kind of come like within the family or things like that.
Yeah, I do that with my friends too. Like we'll do like the white elephant where it's like a silly like gift. You think that it's gonna make people laugh, like your group laugh. And then we typically just do like around the holidays, like I just went and looked at Christmas lights with all of my friends. We just kind of drive around in the neighborhoods and we think that's fun. And I just feel like it doesn't have to be super expensive as long as you can find things that are going on in your area.
Yeah. No, I've done the Christmas lights thing. Back at home, we have a certain neighborhood, and I believe down here does as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
Um, my family actually like New Year's Day, on my dad's side, we go to my grandparents, and all the cousins come into town. We don't do it as much anymore because everybody's getting older, but we would do the Secret Santa, so we would get to buy for our other cousins, and it was just really enjoyable time because like we have a big family, so there was probably 50 cousins or something like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
like you're both like going up there and like you're handing it over and everybody's getting
Mhm.
pictures. It's just fun to see like what everybody got, and
Yeah.
then we all play with the toys
Yeah.
after.
Mhm.
Somebody gets a board game and then we're just playing that board game all night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's the fun thing is even kind of with opening gifts with my daughter is then spending the rest of the day like playing with her and doing the activities and things like that where we kind of become kids again.
Mhm.
So it's fun to give and do all of the stuff and get the like nicer gifts as adults and things like that. But then it's fun. I mean, I've definitely played with all different types of little kids' toys over the years with family members, kids and nieces and nephews and things like that, where you're on the floor playing with like remote control cars or playing with like transformers or whatever it may be. So it's just fun to kind of go back, and the nostalgic time of Christmas is just really cool.
You guys ever get more addicted to the toys that whoever you're around is getting and you end up playing with it over them?
I think that it's I mean, depending on how now I have a wide range of like cousins' kids. So like they're getting older where they're creating like more sophisticated games with like action figures, or we're playing board games and things like that.
Mhm.
And then some kids lose interest and then the older kids want to keep playing. So like
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
see that a lot where somebody gets something and then people are in for 5 minutes and then other people want to make like a day of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and then the adults get competitive with a lot of the stuff too.
So I do want to go into some of the numbers that we have here for these gift exchange and the Secret Santa white elephants. Um, about 84% of people do some kind of gift exchange throughout the holidays. So that's a big chunk of number.
Yeah.
Um, we also have for Secret Santa, about 54% of people do that. And then white elephant, 48%. I've done Secret Santa. White elephant, I've actually never done.
I wish white elephant was more popular because it's so fun. Like you just buy like a random gift that you see that you think's funny,
Yeah.
and then you like bring it to a party or wherever you're going, and somebody just picks it up and then it's just funny. Like I don't really know how to explain
Yeah,
it.
and how the gift is wrapped, like because
Yeah.
you don't know what's in there, so people are fighting over gifts and they don't know what it is
Yeah.
because of how it's wrapped or how it's presented, and you see people that are going crazy stealing these gifts, and you know what's inside and they don't, and it's a fun just
It's
way to
really
be like
funny.
goofy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for adults that kind of don't get to see each other on a regular basis, it's a fun game to just like
Hmm.
be yourself and kind of just like be goofy with a
Yeah.
gift that has no like real value.
I see a lot of people will like buy like a few like little like funny little things from like the dollar store or whatever, but then they wrap it in a way so it's like they'll wrap it in a way so it looks like a scooter or like a screwdriver or like something completely random
Okay, I've
that the
heard of
gift's
that. Yeah.
not at
Right.
all. And I think that's like the funniest part is that like you look at it under the tree and you're like, I don't want that. But then somebody opens it and you're like, oh my God, I do want that
It was
because
like
it's
the
not
best
like a
gift
joke.
out there.
Yeah, exactly. I always think that's so fun because you never know what you're gonna get.
The only like weird uh, white elephant isn't really even weird from the sounds of it.
It's
But
not.
my mom one year did a she wrapped a bunch of like gift cards and just random stuff like
Mm.
into a ball and then you like unravel that ball.
Oh yeah, my mom's done that before.
Yeah,
She
that's
did
really
it.
fun. Like when you throw in like the janky stuff that nobody wants and
Hmm.
you end up with that or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
And then we want to shift into kind of you can do the holidays at a lower cost. So we talked a little bit about that stuff about going through the neighborhood.
Yeah. I feel like you can definitely do the holidays in a way that's more like budget friendly. It doesn't have to be expensive. I really don't think it does. Um, like going to see Santa at the mall or driving through your neighborhood to look at Christmas lights or even just watching holiday movies at home. Like those are all things that you can do for lower cost and that are just still you're spending time with the people that you love.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think that the in a time where everything has gone up drastically in cost. So whether it's just the cost of decorating your house or the cost of groceries or all of the things that go into this kind of 6-week period of Thanksgiving through New Year's, it's just an expensive time to
mhm.
do anything. So there are a lot of just free or low cost things that you can do. I know that in the last couple weeks they had tree lightings and like
Mhm.
I don't know if they're ceremonies, but like presentations at the various places down here. So like
Yeah.
shopping centers,
Mhm.
and then like our downtown area had one. So there's a lot of stuff that's posted in the community that you can go to and just attend for free.
Mhm.
I know in our community we do stuff at the beach, so they like kind of light up like the area that is kind of like the cabana thing in there. And again, that's like not a cost. So there's a lot of things that you can go out and do. Like you said, going to the mall, going to the Santa, going
Yeah.
to a lot of churches or religious houses have things around Christmas time too that are low cost. There's typically like nativity scenes or different things like that, especially for kids, where you can go out. And I know we're going this weekend. There's like a live nativity scene with all different kinds of animals. They have like camels and different things like that. Like,
That's really cool.
yeah. So it's just like there's some church that's putting it on and it's free to attend. And like
Yeah.
that's a cool thing that you just go and spend a couple hours at.
Yeah, I mean, I went last week to the tree lighting like ceremony thing in
Yeah.
Mercado,
Yeah.
and it was really cool. And there were tons of people there, and they had like little, like what's the word, like vendors set up
Mhm.
on the side, and they closed down the whole road. You just kind of walk, and they had like these cool like women like on stilts doing like some kind of like acrobat thing, and it was just really cool to like walk around and watch. So I don't know, it was completely free.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. So I think it's just being creative with stuff
Yeah.
or having a group of people kind of chip in and figure out what it is that you want to do. So
Mhm.
after the holidays, I have a bunch of friends come down every year. So the day after Christmas, friends come down from Christmas to New Year's. And typically we'll do dinner out a couple times, but then we'll cook at my house and everybody kind of chips in and gets different stuff. So whether they make stuff and bring it over or whether everybody just kind of goes to the grocery store and we all pick out different things. But whenever everybody kind of throws in for the greater good, it just makes things a lot easier and you can cut down in the cost of stuff if that needs to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Some things that I did this year were actually just going to Target and getting a gingerbread house. Like they're pretty affordable. $10-12. And then you can pre-built, you can just build it, put the icing on, make it how you want.
Yeah.
I try to copy the picture.
Right.
But
It doesn't always turn out
I also
that
wanted
way.
to like have some creativity in it, but yeah, it did not look like the picture.
Yeah.
That's one of the things too, is you kind of talk about gingerbread houses. I don't know if this is all over the place, but there are a ton of places down here that have giant gingerbread houses.
Really?
Yeah.
Like life-sized
What?
ones?
Yeah. Like I guess like you could walk inside of it.
Really?
So like the Ritz is the big one.
Oh yeah.
So the Ritz
yeah.
every year puts on like they have a giant one that they do. Like Seed to Table, which is like a high-end grocery store, has one. And then
That's really cool.
And then I was somewhere the
Yeah, I
other
wanna
day
go.
and saw another one. I'm trying to think where it was. Maybe at one of the country clubs they had it.
Okay.
And it's just cool. Like if you kind of go online and figure out where has it, like those
Yeah.
are cool just to see how they're decorated and go and do like take some pictures with your family or do whatever. Just it's something cool kind of if
Yeah.
especially if you have kids and you're building like
Mm-hmm.
small gingerbread houses to go and show like, hey, here's a giant gingerbread house.
That's probably professionally done.
Oh, for sure professional.
Well, yeah. That's
you-
awesome. I would so go do that.
Okay. This might be dumb. I might look dumb on the internet.
Okay.
What?
Do you guys know that like people don't really eat gingerbread?
What do you mean? You can make gingerbread cookies, like a gingerbread man cookie.
Yeah, but they don't like actually eat the houses.
Like, have you ever built a gingerbread house and then ate the walls?
No, this was my first year building a gingerbread house.
I typically, like, when I've built them in the past, like with my friends and stuff, we've made the gingerbread house and they just look so beautiful that we don't want to destroy them. So we just let them sit for like days.
I would
I
think
mean-
I would think that
I also just
for-
don't like gingerbread. So.
Yeah, I would say one that's probably part of it is like the flavor of gingerbread is probably not like
It's
the
not
most
good.
favorite flavor of stuff. But I think that the way that the houses come is different than if you bake the cookies.
Yeah.
Like I would think that they're made like more durable for
Okay. Yeah.
building, so it's probably like a stale cookie versus like
Yeah.
you baking a gingerbread man cookie.
True.
But yeah, I mean, as kids, we would make gingerbread men, and like we grew up making a ton of cookies, and not that becomes a low cost thing, but I guess a lower cost thing.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
We would make Christmas cookies for the weeks leading up to the holidays, and then we would make chocolate. So we would buy like probably like dozens or hundreds of pounds of chocolate, melt it down, and then dip like pretzels, Oreos, and
Mm.
various things in it, and then give that as gifts. Like
Those
my
are
mom would
really
go around to
good.
her clients and pass that out, and we would always help do that every year.
My mom did the same thing. Like
Yeah.
I remember being in middle school and we were helping her decorate hundreds and hundreds of cookies. Like every week we were
Right.
making more. And it was just her way of like getting to clients and like getting an easy in.
Yeah. So again, I don't know that that's as economical as it was before, but
Mhm.
definitely more of a heartfelt gift versus going out and buying something.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
could easily go and get the materials of, like I said, pretzels and cookies and whatever it is.
Stocking
Mhm.
stuffer type thing.
Yeah, and make that versus spending several $100s of buying those
Mhm.
items and
Yeah.
giving them out.
So leading into kind of what we were talking about with the cookie thing, a lot of people are doing like the DIY gifts for people just because it's more affordable and it's their way of also showing that they care about that person when they're making those. So we have a 2022 survey found that 68% of Americans plan to make a handmade gift. Do
Hmm.
you guys do any handmade gifts? Do you find it's more sentimental when you do that? Or
I think that's really cool. I think maybe for, like I don't have a lot of hobbies.
Right.
Like at least hobbies where I'm like I'm not crocheting or like knitting or anything.
crafty?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not typically like that. But I think if someone were like give me a gift that they made me, I would be so happy.
Yeah.
I just think I would
Mhm.
be ecstatic. I'd be like, really? Like you made this and you thought about me the whole time you were making this? Like
Mhm.
that's so sweet.
Yeah, we have blankets and now older baby clothes, things like that that were handmade that we keep and things that we'll have forever. My friends back home, what they do is they actually make wine every year.
That's cool.
So I mean, now it's become like a whole process, but they bring the grapes in and then they go and they like smash them and put them in and do all of the stuff, put them in the barrels, and then they bottle it, and then they give out the bottles of homemade wine as gifts every year. Now it's like years later because they've kind of like
Mhm.
perfected how
I
this
was gonna
works.
say,
Yeah.
how did it taste the first time?
So it's funny because this has now gone on for probably over 10 years. So you can tell just how they've gotten better at it.
Yeah.
But they make
Yeah.
hundreds, if not thousands, of bottles of wine every year. And it's something that they enjoy. And again, it's fun because it's not just the giving of the gift, but it's the making it and the camaraderie that goes into it of,
hmm
okay, we're gonna make the wine, we're gonna drink while we're doing it, we're gonna eat. So then everybody's always cooking.
Yeah.
And it adds a whole bunch of stuff around the holiday season that then turns into the end product, which is really cool.
I love that. That's
It'd be
so
awesome
cool.
to have homemade wine.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, they've put a substantial amount of time and money in it at this point, so it's like really
Yeah.
good. Like you could make it and it like be like really bad.
They're gonna have their own brand soon.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. So, going more into a little bit of the research that we did, the homemade sentiment about 74% of people in 2024 uh, felt homemade decorations were more meaningful than the store bought. Um, and 48% of people actually did it because of the cost savings. And then a separate study also showed 83% of Americans decorate for the holidays with high interest in trees in mind.
yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the focal point. I mean, that's become a tradition
Yeah.
of putting up the tree and decorating it. And now, kind of with my daughter, it's the ornaments that she makes at school or the things that whenever we
That's
go out and
cute.
she picks out the stuff. So the other night, and now this is a while ago because of when we're actually putting this out, but she put the first ornament on the tree. So I go pick out which one you want to put. Like we
That's
had them all
so
out there. I'm like,
cute.
you get to put the first one on, and then we'll decorate around it.
Yeah, I love
She's like, oh,
that.
I want to do this one.
Uh-huh.
So it's fun. It's like it shows tradition. It starts to kind of put kids in the spirit of starting these things themselves and giving them some level of like independence in how they do it, not just have it all be about the gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the decoration thing is like one thing when I do become a father that will be like one of the most rewarding, like getting those because I remember doing those for my parents and like
Yeah.
getting to hang those up every year. I have
Mhm.
friends who have kids now and they're starting to get those since their kids are getting into kindergarten and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's so cute. I remember making those like for my parents.
Mhm.
Coming home with like something new to hang on the tree, my little paper like ornament. It was always really fun.
Yeah, there was one of me as a kid uh, sh- plastered onto a decoration. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
They're always so embarrassing, but like they're cute and they're
Mhm.
sweet and it's sentimental.
Yeah.
So they always go on the tree.
And I think as we kind of transition, I mean, one of the biggest parts, and I think for us, especially for our clients, for people that we work with, our whole goal is that we put our clients in a situation where like hopefully they're not stressed out about the holidays. Hopefully the financial aspect isn't what they're worried about. And a lot of our clients are in a position where they want to give back and they want to have some level of community support. And I know that personally, that's a huge thing for us, whether it's through church, whether it's through my daughter's school or various things that we're involved in. I know that the last couple weeks we've been going out and buying gifts for the less fortunate, and that's a huge part of what I'm teaching my daughter is we're going to the store and we're getting a list from whatever it is, like I said, from the tree at church or from for school, and we go to the store and we pick out items for these kids, and I say, what would you like? What would we want to
Mm.
get for these kids? And
Mm-hmm.
explaining to her that not everybody is as lucky as us. And what do we want to give? And we have the ability to give back and it's really important. And it's really surprising. I mean, especially for somebody that's not even 5 years old yet. As we kind of go to check out and the woman's checking us out and she's like, "Oh, are these gifts for you?" And she's like, "No, these are for my friends. They're not gonna get a lot of gifts at Christmas, so we're gonna give them gifts."
Uh-huh.
And it's like something that you don't think that a little kid could process that they really do is
Mm-hmm.
like really meaningful. And I hope that that's something that she'll continue to carry with her throughout the years because it's important. Like we are very fortunate. We work in a business where we understand how money works. A lot of people don't. A lot of people have hardships. So if we can put other people in a better situation, especially around this time of year, with what we have been able to do, I think it's really important to give back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My mom, when we were younger, she would just take us out. We'd drive around and we'd look for people that looked like they needed some kind of help. And we would give them $20 here, there, whatever we could do at that time. Um, and I think that was like an important life lesson that like I learned. Like, yeah, some people might have it better than me, but there's also people that don't.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I was in elementary school, we had like those big boxes of like the toy drives. I'm pretty sure they still do them at schools and like churches and different camps. But before we were allowed to get new presents from like Santa or from my parents or family, we had to go through all the toys we had, put everything we weren't playing with anymore like in a bag to then donate it. So we were allowed to get new presents. And so I feel like that's a good way to just kind of like teach like giving back and like putting forth in your community. I even still do that now with like clothes that I'm
Yeah.
not wearing as much anymore. I'll take them to a couple donation drives.
Yeah. We constantly donate things, especially in our business of kind of dress clothes, especially coming from a place where I was more formal, being up north and then coming
Mm.
down here and having my wardrobe change a little bit. I have so many things that I never wear that are still really good and
Mhm.
donating to them to people that need to go on interviews or people that just can't afford suits or dress clothes. So many toys that accumulate in our house from us or from parents or from friends just that become clutter and they're perfectly good and kids
Yeah.
would love to have them. So
Yeah.
we constantly believe in donating over throwing away in most cases.
Mhm.
And whenever we bring stuff, the people at those places are super appreciative for what it is. So I mean I highly encourage people to partake in that or donate if you can.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it isn't just the material things. It's the people need food around this time of year.
So that
Mhm.
was something that, especially over Thanksgiving, at church, they mentioned that there are more people in need than ever before and less people in a position to give than ever before.
Mhm.
So I think it's hard. I mean, you've got to take care of yourself first and take care of your family. And then from there, if you're in a position to do something, you can and it's appreciated. But things are kind of crazy right now
Yeah.
in a world where there's a lot of people that are doing well and a lot of people that aren't doing well. And you really need to take inventory of where you're at. Don't overextend yourself. Make sure that you're taken care of and your family is taken care of. And then kinda take care of the people around you, kinda like whenever you're on a plane. Like when
That's
the
that's
Yeah.
exactly
like
where
when
I
the
was
oxygen
going.
mask comes down, like, make sure you put yours on first.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, definitely take care of your family first. I mean,
Yeah.
they're who are who are with you for the holidays. So,
Yeah.
but if you can give back, definitely encourage it. I definitely try to when I can.
And it doesn't
Mhm.
have to be a lot. I think that that's the biggest thing is anything matters. If you go to any of these toy drives, if you go to any of these donation
Yeah.
centers, you don't have to go in with thousands of dollars. You don't have to go in with hundreds of dollars. You can go in and bring anything. And if a bunch
Mhm.
of people bring a small amount, it adds up to a large amount.
Yeah.
So it's more that. And then what I would tell you, especially down here where a lot of people have money to donate, time. So if you don't have the
Mhm.
money, donate time. These places need help serving people
Yes.
food. They need help with distributing gifts or wrapping gifts for these kids. I mean, those are things that they don't take a ton of time. And if you want to give back, those are things that so many charities are looking for people to volunteer.
Yes.
Yeah. It's super rewarding too. Like
Yeah.
I used to do it at the church that I went to up north, and just coming in and seeing how people felt about getting like food that they wouldn't normally have
Yeah.
is just, and then taking it out to their car for them.
Mhm.
It's just you walk away at the end of the night and you just
Yeah, you feel
feel
good.
fulfilled,
Absolutely.
as well as like them just feeling grateful for you.
Yeah, it feels good to help other people.
Yeah, it's like gift giving.
Yeah, it is. And again, that's
Exactly.
another free way to kind of give back or to do stuff, take the family to do a volunteer project.
Yes.
Hmm.
So the holiday season is upon us. Next week will be through Christmas, we'll be on to New Year's, a whole new set of things, a brand new year.
Super
And
exciting.
this year's flown by. I mean, it's been fun. I know we started this mid-year, but it's kicked off. We've kind of done a lot of renovations. We've got a new studio. We're making a lot of headway. So thank you for all of the support in all that you do and the people that watch these videos and comment and like and do all of that stuff. Merry Christmas to everybody, to you and
Merry
your
Christmas.
families.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays. Um, See us next year, and we're gonna keep this thing going.
Yay.
Registered representative and financial advisor, Park Avenue Securities, LLC, PAS, OSJ 14021, Metropolis Ave, Fort Myers, Florida 33912 239 561 2900. Securities products and advisory services offered through PAS, member FINRA, SIPC. Financial representative of the Guardian Life Insurance Company of America, New York, NY. PAS is a wholly owned subsidiary of Guardian. Alliance Financial Group is not an affiliate or subsidiary of PAS or Guardian. CA Insurance License Number 0M21715. AR Insurance License Number 158383330. 8665552.1 expires 1227.